Hi, my name is Max Flower. I'm here with Ori Eisen at the Israel conference. He's going to tell us about some of the better parts of being an entrepreneur, like selling a company and raising money. Ori.
Hi, thank you for having me. After I sold my company here, a lot of people wanted to touch my hand and ask for advice. And I told them Israeli innovation is amazing and Israeli spirit is amazing. What goes wrong in many cases is when Israelis land in Silicon Valley and ask for money. It's how they ask for it that sometimes turns people off. It's not the technology. So if you want, I'll share with you some of the best tips that I would give people of how to get that big investment so they can then have a wonderful exit.
I'd love it. Tell us all about it.
So the first is how you dress. Middle East, hot place, humid. A lot of people may wear non-leather shoes or flip-flops. Don't come to raise money with those. And I know it sounds obvious, but you'd be amazed. The other is allow your hosts to say a word. Growing up in Israel, I know it's very defensive when somebody asks a question or raises a concern with your company, and we immediately get into fight mode. The point is listen, take notes, and say, that's a good idea, I'll get back to you, as opposed to always ending up the argument with why am I right and you're wrong. And the last is don't be overconfident. It's very important to come with a little bit of chutzpah because investors like to see it, but not too much. If you're overconfident and every question you're asked, you say, don't worry, it's going to be okay, I think investors basically turn their minds to, okay, this guy's not serious because no matter what I'll tell him, he tells me I shouldn't be worried. A lot of it has to be seen like marriage. When you take money from somebody, it's nothing that you can just end a week from now if you don't like it. So they're thinking not about just the technology you bring to the table, but how will it look like working with you. And if they think it's not going to be a good interaction, they just might say, thank you, but life's too short.
I hear what you're saying. In other words, the first part, how you dress, is when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And then the next important thing is really building a relationship and finding out what the other side of the table wants, and if what you have, if you can give to them something that they want, and will you guys work well together.
Correct. And it's very important to listen to investors because you might know your business very, very well, but they have seen 100 businesses before you, so they can give you some perspective of what usually happens. And it could be that you are the exception on every single point they make. It could be, but most likely not. So you probably want to listen. One of the good advice I've heard from my investors at Kleiner Perkins is when you're inside the picture or inside the frame, it's very difficult to see the whole picture. And the founder or the entrepreneur are so knee-deep in what they do that it's hard for them to get out of it and just see what the whole thing looks like. And it just gives you a perspective that you might see things, but also others can see things, so you should pay attention and listen.
I like it. Inside the frame, but seeing the whole picture is another good perspective. Ori, I appreciate your time. Keep up the great work, and thanks for sharing all of your insight with us.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, good job. I will post this on our YouTube channel.
Wonderful.
And then on our website. If you want, I can send you the link.
That'll be fantastic.
Do you have a card?
I don't have a card. You can just email me at orieisen@gmail.
Okay.
How simple that is.
Excellent. Thanks, Ori.
Positive news about celebrities. Love it.
Yes.
And next time when I'm not in cell phone, we'll talk about my company.
That works.
All
Excellent.
right.
Thanks, Ori.
Sure. I'm
Keep
here
up
tomorrow at 8:45 making this presentation.
Excellent. Keep up.